Warning, incoming is urgent communication for the Earth year 2022, aka the Universal Year 6 from the Galactic Federation. Channeled via Lighthouse Astro broadcasting satellite. Prepare to download information to your programming systems in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey yo, my cosmic astronauts, it's your girl Kara at the Lighthouse Astro Tarot, and today we're going to be talking about the numerology and key astro events of 2022 that are going to be setting the tone for the year and the next few years ahead. So let's get started. Hey yo, my cosmic astronauts, it's your girl Kara at the Lighthouse Astro Tarot, and today we're going to be talking about the numerology and key astro events of 2022 that are going to be setting the tone for the year and the next few years ahead. So let's get started. Of conflicts and chaotic cycles over the last few years in some area of life. These changes on the way will be felt individually and globally. And these won't be minor but remarkable events to change the trajectory of our lives and the world as we know it. Well, knew it, because the polarities of the planet have shifted. 5D is here and awakenings are in full effect. This is the new Earth. We are living on the new Earth. And if you ask me, it's a different world than where you come from. Let's take a moment to tap into the numerology and a few of the astrological events to get an idea of what 2022 potentially has in store for us and beyond. To get a baseline of what's ahead, let's answer the question, what exactly is a universal year anyway? A universal year calculates all the numbers of a year into a single digit, and the energies associated with the number will be experienced by everyone on the planet to some extent or in some aspect of life for the entire year. Find out your own universal year and what it has in store for you in particular. Take the month and day of your birthday plus 2022 and calculate them together. This will give you details and more in depth as to what you can expect for yourself for this oncoming year. Last year, 2021, which was Universal Year 5, was all about conflict, radical change, and chaotic events. We've lived it one time, we've gotten the lessons, and the memories are enough, so we won't spend too much time reminiscing on the drama. However, keep in mind that whatever took place was destined and deemed necessary by our Most High Creator to prepare us for what's ahead. Now that we've gotten the basics out of the way whenever it comes to numerology, let's talk about the energies that are going to be included in the year 2022, aka Universal Year 6. Now, spiritually, 6 indicates change after times of chaos and balance between the material and spiritual world. 2022 will put us in the position to show ourselves as responsible individuals in regards to committing to ourselves, our families, and our ability to care for others. It is going to require us to focus on our obligations while establishing and maintaining harmony and comfort consistently. Comfort including our physical health, mental, and spiritual state of being. 2022 is going to require us to step outside of ourselves and not only focus on that, but focus on how we're coming together to uplift our communities. Focusing on ourselves and our communities is going to be important so we can uplift and elevate as a unit, not just as individuals. Also going to be extremely important to become more transparent to those around us about our personal beliefs and ideas. Now is the time to stop hiding what makes us who we are and start believing and showing off the most authentic versions of ourselves. That's going to be priority number 1. You may have heard me mention this before, but again, be on the lookout for the rise of the underdogs, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Many, including myself, have claimed 2022 as their year of redemption because of their dedication to self-obligation and to manifest a new beginning for themselves. Of course, with all these 2022, this year has the vibration of the number 2, which is all about partnerships and collaborations. Partnerships will be highlighted, and we'll see some positive things going on with our love lives this year. We are likely to see a rise in marriages and partnerships. For those adopting the twin flame concept, you can be looking forward to the possibility of union for them and their divine counterparts after a long, challenging wait and uncertainty. This year also carries the vibrations of the ascendant master number 22, which relates to the master builder, also which equals down to the number 4, which represents balance, stability, and building solid foundations to continue building on for the future. 2022 is said to grant opportunities to form a solid foundation to build a prosperous future on that holds potential to support legacies. Think of it like this. 2021 was something like the tutelage of Pai Mei, where we was constantly getting our ass kicked. We was in training. Ha, 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 on everything, left and right, taking licks to learn what we need to learn in order to enter 2022, which is going to be something like Kill Bill Volume 1, where we ain't doing nothing but kicking ass and taking names and checking them off the list as we get this thing done to set our solid foundations for the future. Now we're able to make sense of the disruptive processes and cycles we've been through, and we've reached deeper levels of healing. Alongside staying committed to our own healing processes and improving our health, showing ourselves capable of assisting others as they embark on their path to healing will be a big deal this year. Also at the forefront of 2022, we'll be developing our own definition of home and connecting with the people, places, and things that make us feel safe. In one way or another, throughout this year, some of us will be put in a position to focus on care for loved ones in ways we haven't had to before by dedicating our time and energy in supporting them through tough times. We'll express our love for them through our honest efforts. All the healing and nurturing that's taking place is preparing us to move forward in life, operating from an authentic place of genuine love and understanding. Some of us will also see unexpected, exciting, and expansive career opportunities brought our way, which will have you making decisions about establishing your roots in places and ways we previously hadn't planned on. With so much dust settling on so much change headed our way, our adaptability will be put to the test, and change will be necessary for survival as we move forward. All of our journeys have been tailor-made in accordance to our unique purposes, and all of our experiences will hit us differently. However, no matter what the conditions become for 2022, 2021 should have taught us all to stay ready to face the lower vibrational side of living head on, and most often when we least expect it. On the lower vibrational side of things, be prepared to deal with and work through difficult emotions that need to be processed. Also, stay ready for instances that attack your confidence and even trigger moments of shame that threaten to hold some back who have been planted in feelings of unworthiness. In some way or another, you need to also be ready to be put in a position to be pressured to take on responsibilities we didn't even realize belonged to us, or adopt some that are going to require us to adopt them head on that we may have not seen coming in the year previous, or even in the moments ahead. We didn't plan for them otherwise. The best thing I know to do is brace yourself for anything. Try to be excited for all the positive potentials that can be manifested into our experiences this year as we head deeper into the unknown. Because honestly, it can't be any worse than what we've had to bounce back from, and we should only be looking ahead for the positives. So just thinking back on it, we have a lot to prepare for based off the numerology, right? We still haven't made it to the fun part yet, y'all. So let's see what the astrology is talking about and how we can expect to see the energies of 2022 transform as we watch the rest of the year's movies that each of our lives will be play on out. I'm pretty sure a movie is what our lives feel like for most of us at this point. Now, these astrological events aren't listed in chronological order, but here are some of the most influential and impactful events to be aware of, and I'll be covering them in more detail a little later on. But get ready for all of this year's eclipses will be happening in the signs of Taurus and Scorpio, which marks pivotal moments for people in these signs. I say in these signs, but that have personal planets within these signs. I'm talking about your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Get ready for 4 doses of Mercury retrograde popping off in the air signs. And I'm personally asking myself the question, Lord, did we need an extra one this time around? We'll also be experiencing Uranus going retrograde, Mars going retrograde, and along with that, awakenings around the globe. And just like we have birth charts, just like we have birth charts, countries have birth charts. So Pluto's return is coming for the U.S. Our nation, the government, and life as we once knew it must change and evolve as we get deeper into the new era, or completely fall for the next 4 to 5 years. If you've been paying attention and are tapped in, we pretty much already seen what's coming ahead for us. Because so much of the world is now waking up and obvious government changes occurring around the world, we know something must and soon will change in major ways. How exactly is the question? Maybe the acronym USA will find a new meaning for United State of Awareness, where the future sounds a bit more promising and the transition to a likely new world order will go smoother than we expect. Whatever happens, it will affect everyone. We'll go more into detail about these energies later on, but be aware Uranus, Mars, and Saturn and Pluto will have some funky interactions during the year, right along with Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune linking up in ways that produce unique energies that don't occur very often, are unpredictable, but not quite as abrasive as others will end up taking on or have so far been maybe even benefit from. So, what do you think? Are you ready? If you ain't, you might as well get ready because we are here. And a little advice. Stay prayed up and trust God. No matter what numerology or astrology or any prediction says, do not be afraid of what's ahead. All of these changes are preparing us for a calmer, better, more balanced way of life. Take a moment to slow down. Where you going ain't going nowhere, and what God has for you is for you. And most importantly, stay aware of what's happening and try to get prepared the best you can for what's to come. Listen to your intuition. If your intuition says, maybe I need to get some extra water, maybe I need to stock up on food, do that. There's a reason why it is coming to you that way, because we don't know what to expect. Since the world is waking up on such a large scale, it's becoming harder and harder to believe the lies the media wants to feed us and fall for the fear-based false narratives that they continuously feed us through the media. The earth has shifted its polarities, and we've gone into the 5th dimension of consciousness, which is exemplified and is more favorable with this newly embraced feminine energy, which means being able to just be. This shift in energy means that we don't have to work like Hebrew slaves anymore just to survive. We'll be able to do a whole lot less all at once and manifest more abundance and harmony for ourselves. All of this is due to us shifting into this Aquarian energy, which is fast moving and futuristic. Creativity, cooperation, and community are major themes this year and here on out. These new energies favor was generated from the heart and based off of love. So I hope this energy update was helpful to you guys in some kind of way. Things have been a little hairy for me myself here lately as far as figuring out what I want to do with this channel and things of that nature. So please drop something in the comments below to let me know what I can do to better be of service to you and what you guys would like to hear from me. So until I hear from you next time, bye bye.